I would say there are three main challenges and two priorities. The first challenge it is to create or to maintain environments of peace and security, and this is a precondition for everything else. The second challenge it is to attain economic growth, sustainable economic growth, and in order to do that, it is extremely important to improve macroeconomic management, to diversify the economy, especially in resource-rich countries, to invest in the private sector and improve business environments, and also to invest in infrastructures as a way to attract more foreign investment and to increase productivity levels. A third challenge it is to convert this economic growth into human development. And in order to do that, it is extremely important the improve of educational skills and technological skills. And it is also important to invest in girls' education, especially in rural areas. It is proven that this has a huge impact in global development levels. And finally, to find adequate urban planning responses to the huge challenges of a really fast urbanization that is taking place in Africa. As for the priorities, I would say that the first priority it is to create jobs, especially among the youth. Youth unemployment in Africa will be one of the biggest challenges that the continent will face in the next decades. And the other one is to improve agricultural productivity levels. Africa has one of the lowest agricultural productivity levels in the world. And so it is really important to invest in climate resilient production systems and to address the failures of rural food markets. And these are really important measures to fight against food insecurity and malnutrition in Africa. There are many things that can be done, but I would highlight three aspects here. And the first one is that Africa is changing, and it's changing really fast. And it's no longer a lost or failed continent. So it is really important that governments and NGOs and companies operating in Africa invest in getting to know the continent better, its opportunities, its challenges, its diversity. And this would be important to rethink aid relationships and to focus more on win-win situations and relations based on reciprocity rather than the classical donor-recipient relation. The second thing, which is extremely important, it is to invest in Africa and to align these investments with each country's development priorities. It is important to invest in businesses that promote job creation, transfer of skills, and local value creation. And the third thing is that we all know that Africa is extremely vulnerable to climate change and that climate change is a global problem. So what governments can do is to increase their targets to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases and also to invest more funds and more efforts in climate change actions in African countries.